We got a contract in and we saw that it was well water, but it was actually a well that serviced 4 different properties. And so that was fine. We told the buyer that we had to do some testing on that well in order to make sure that it was good to go. And so he contacted his new neighbor and said, hey, we have to do some testing. We need access. The neighbor had actually fenced his yard so that you had to go through a gate on the side of the house to get to the well. They didn't have clear access. And he was totally fine with that. He said the well had not been tested in years, and he thought that he had to get that done anyway. So if they were going to do that, he was good to go. The testing came back okay. The well needed a little bit of treatment, but nothing major. But part of the lending agreement that we have with the buyer is if you have a situation where you have a shared private well, that buyer has to have 100% access to that well to service, maintain, inspect at any point in time. And the agreement for that access has to be actually written into land records. Otherwise, you can't lend on that. In theory, if it's not written into land records, the neighbor who has the well on his property could just shut off water to that house and there would be no legal recourse. So when they went to that neighbor and said, hey, there's no written agreement. I know everybody's been sharing this well, but we actually need a written agreement for access. He said that his yard was fenced and they were welcome to inspect it and look at it any time, but he was not going to write an actual agreement that was recorded in perpetuity to give them access to inspect it at any point in time.